Hello, welcome to a Wheldale Locomotion Depot March update video. My name is Jordan, and firstly I'm sorry it took a bit longer as I anticipated from the last video, well, my first video. I've been quite busy and also not been feeling well lately. The 2 weeks after I made the video, I've gotten sick for some reason, and couldn't do much. Then when I got better, I had to go straight back to work and just catch up work really, and commitments have to come first, unfortunately. But lucky enough, I managed to do some stuff on the layout, and I'll show you what I've been up to on this table. So I hope you enjoy it, and let's begin. Okay, part one. These two diesel locomotives have the Hornby TTS sound decoders, the Batman Class 37 and the Hornby Class 20. What I've done is, with these two locomotives, I replaced their speakers because their speakers were not really that great. They were more quantity rather than quality. And so what I did was, I replaced the speakers in both Class 37 and the Class 20. For the 37, I replaced it with, from YouTube's, I think it's called the Flame 10 Sugar Box Cube. Easy to fit, and also it was more simple to, well, basically a lot of room, basically, and the sound is more quality. For the Class 20, that is a Megabeat or Mega Bass speaker, and again, the sound is brilliant, and the size and the length fit easy, and so it was quite basic really, just replacing them and soldering them up. So yeah, so if I show you what they sound like from when they start. So if we start with the Class 37, so here we go. That's really good, that. So if I click the horn, click it again, much better. Okay, I'll switch it off. That was really good, that, for replacing that speaker, because I didn't like that Class 37 speaker. It was just more static or whatever. It just didn't sound right to me. So yeah, alright, the Class 20 now, so here we go. Alright, let's try a horn. Another one. Much better with the sound quality, definitely. So, yeah. Right, switch the sound off. Much better, I would say. I would strongly recommend, if you have the Hornby TTS sound decoder, and their speakers are not that great, they're more like plastic, all that stuff, I strongly recommend you just get a better speaker with better quality. So it's about like between 5 or 10 or 15 pounds in total, but I think it's worth it. and definitely both Locomo's sound quality has improved, so definitely thumbs up. Just to point out, on the Class 37, on the Hornby TTS decoder sound speaker, those are, before I've updated the speaker, like if you see that fan there, it wasn't there originally. It was originally before I installed the sound decoder, but I had to remove it because the speaker was taking a lot of space inside, just around here, and that was the only space I could do, and I had to like sacrifice that in order to add some sound to it. So what I've done is, like, I removed that speaker, replaced it with a better speaker, and suitable size, but there was like, I had to cut half of the part of the fan. So this is the little piece here. All I did was just chopped it in half, and lucky enough there was like 2 screws in one end in each. So it was just quite easy to do. So if you've got difficulties like that, just basically just cut that half and you can easily fit the fan in with just 1 screw. So yeah. Alright, part 2 of the update. I've added a new model to my collection and to the DCC fleet. It's the Batman London North Western Railway coal tank in its black livery, number 1054. This locomotive is actually preserved in the Keighley-in-Worth Valley Railway at West Yorkshire. I wanted a tank engine for a bit, but I didn't want to do any like soldering or tight spaces. I wanted like an easy to fit in for a sound decoder. I don't want to do like the Andrew Barclays of Hattons or the Hornby Peckett or all that stuff. So I went to YouTube's install guides, just look through any good tank engines, and I found this one. And basically, Batman came up with this new idea, or a few years ago, this idea. It's called the Next 18 decoder system, and basically, it's just quite simple. All you have to do is remove the body shell, remove the socket, which is like connecting to the DC power, and remove it and add the sound decoder to the model. Then after that, remove the screws at the back where you put the speaker in, and put the screws back on, and you put the body shell back on, and it just really is that simple and basic. I mean, it was that easy to do. I mean, fair play to Batman for coming with an idea, because this design was meant for like little engines like this one, and they didn't want to make it like their customers found it difficult or damaging their models, but they wanted to like keep their money's worth, and like fair play to them. I mean, YouTube's came up with this brilliant idea, or Zemo, took advantage of the idea, and like recorded a sound system or made their own digital decoders to like take advantage of like models like this one, which has Next 18 decoder system, and it's so brilliant how they do it. So I'll stop talking about it. Let's hear the model sound system. So if I click 1. That's a nice sound, isn't it? So if I click the whistle, that's the first one. And if I click the second one, let's have a look. Injector blower. Quite good, that. Yeah, so let's just hear how it moves forward and backwards. So here we go. Alright, let's click reverse. Move backwards. Alright, moving forward, skip the whistle. Here it comes. So yeah, I'm really pleased with Batman for coming up with this idea, and I'm really happy to have this model into my collection. Spent quite a good deal on this money, but I don't really care. I really love this model to bits. It's one of my favourite tank engines, probably my favourite model at the moment, so definitely yeah. Okay, the third part is I've added a signal box to the layout. It's the Hornby, well, I forgot what it's called, but I think it's the water in Bury signal box. And I bought it because it was just the right size and it was suitable for the layout. It was tiny, it was more practical, I think. And what I did was I painted it black inside, I add a LED light in as well, clear white I think it is. Made it my own. Well, not the light bulb, but you know what I mean, it's just set the wires up with soldering. And yeah, I'm really pleased with it. It's quite simple, quite basic. And right next to it is a Ford Transit van, network rail. That van came from my previous layout, and I just wanted to, like a small vehicle just to add to the layout with working lights, and fortunately I got one. And you know, I'm glad that something part of my old layout is joined to this one now, so yeah, I'm really happy with it. I mean, I'll just show you the symbols. You can see it there, and you might be able to see network rail there, just at that side. But I am really pleased with that. So yeah, something to add on, and hopefully I can continue. Alright, part 4. I've added some red LED lights to the buffers. I've got the idea from Evercroy Junction. And it was just quite basic really. I just drilled holes through and put some resistors on and just painted a little bit black at the back and also the wires, and it just looks the part of it. I mean, it's a red light, it's just telling the trains to stop really. I mean, I've added not just one but 6, so there's 1, 2, 3 at the diesel locomotive depot, 4 on the siding, and 5 and 6, hold on, move that. So 5 and 6 just down here where the steam locomotive depot is. So yeah, quite basic really. It was easy to do. You know, to be fair, I absolutely enjoy doing the soldering part. I just find it more relaxing, I feel. I know some people don't like it, but I enjoy it. It's something that you can build on your own. So really pleased with them. So yeah. Alright, part 5. Add some point motors, Pico point motors on the surface. As you can see, about 1, 2, 3, 4. And I got this this signal lever frame or whatever it's called, and I've got like different colours like red, yellow, red, black. If I show you how it works, right, this is one on the right. Yep, that's 2. That one's 3, and that one there is 4. Quite basic really, all works quite well. The point motors require an interesting power, AC 16 volts, not DC, so it was difficult to find like power supply for AC. So what I did was I scratched through my loft and I came across this old thing. It's the old Hornby controller, and as you can see those wires there, those are buffed wires connected to the that old Hornby controller. It's supplying 16 volt AC power basically, and yeah, I pinned it on the side of the layout. There was nothing underneath, and it's not really ideal to like pull it under because all the wires are underneath. So yeah, but I'm really happy with it. It really works well. So it's just all basic really, and plus I don't have to like use my hands to just switch it all manually. It's just, yeah, it just all works quite well, thank you. And yeah. Alright, sixth and final part of the update. I've cleaned up or sorted out all the bus wires and the little wires. First thing was I had to sort out the DCC wires first, which is the blue and orange. Quite straightforward really. Sorted that one out. So I had to. What I did was first, you see these little clips here, or these connectors. I soldered them on permanently, so basically they won't loose, and basically I won't have to like just keep going down under the table and just slide the wires through the connectors. So I just soldered them on so they won't come off, which is great. Second, like I got like 2 sets of red and green bus wires. One set is for the point motors, AC power, volt 16, and the other is DC 12 volt V12. And basically down here, this is where the plugs are based. The left one is the old Hornby motor, 16 volt. The middle one is the 12 volt, but DC. But I can like dim the lights as well, because like underneath, just hold on, just take that out. If I just show you underneath, like there's this little, well, arrow, and like if you put like a screw in, or not a screw, but first screwdriver I think it's called, and like you can change the voltage, like V9, 9 volt, 7.5 volt, 6 volt, 5 volt, 4.5 volt, 3 volt, and like I can just change like dim lights basically, and it's just quite basic really, and it's, you know, it was easy to do, and I just took like the plug off, not this plug but the other connector, whatever it's called, and just reconnected with the bus wires or soldering, and it's just quite easy really. And I just plug that back in, and that one there, and that one on the right is the NCE power cab plug, so that's supplying the DCC power basically. So yep, I'm really happy with it, really happy with the layout progress, and so yeah, so I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll make a little running session video, and the next running session video will be a bit longer as well. So thanks for watching, bye.